Where are we going?
Oh,
we're going through the
red
canyon,
spots.
Matt. What do you want?
I guess I'm surprised we didn't do it from the other side.
Yeah,
I guess because the exit door's there.
Also,
so
that
like,
part is the up part is separated by like a canyon. You can't go across that part. There's no bridge.
Okay.
Like the upper part, like it's two distinct sections.
This is a good level generation.
That's just good level generation.
The peaceful music as we come across the mimic.
For a second, I thought we did 1,000 damage to that mimic, and it was
who's
okay.
your favorite type? What's your favorite mimic?
Door mimics.
I like ceiling mimics.
Mimics from Dark Souls.
Oh, if we're meaning from specific games, yeah, definitely Dark Souls mimics are the best. Those things are
Although I guess
real messed up.
Actually, yeah, no, actually the ones I like the shrine mimics from Crypt of the Necrodancer.
That
Those will really
or
save your runs.
the save gem, save station mimics from Final Fantasy 12.
I also really like, when talking about door mimics, portal geists from Chrono Cross.
What do those do?
So they, like, when you go up to doors within one of the early-ish areas, I believe, what's it called? Raven Manor or something like that. Anyway, when you go inside, certain doors, like, will have an eye on it that is, like, barely a slit when closed, but then it'll open up and be quite wide. If you try and interact with the door while the eye is wide, you start a battle with this thing that is basically like this fleshy creature with teeth surrounding a door.
Ooh, okay.
And it's actually a really interesting visual design, but the other part about it is that if you don't defeat it very fast, there's a special ability where it can open the door and summon other monsters.
Rough.
Now, they're not like strong monsters, it's not like a hard fight, but it's just kind of a
Yeah,
cool
it's just
design, and I really
summoning
like how
another-
it looks.
Would you consider the eyeball doors from Super Metroid to be wall mimics, or they're their
No,
own
no,
unique
no,
thing?
they're just on doors, they're not pretending to be a door.
They're like advanced locks, bio locks.
Yeah, exactly. Like, these ones are faking, like, the portal guys are faking being a door.
No, I think
until
the
you
ones
press
in
the eye.
don't the ones in Metroid Fusion, don't those show up as you're like trying to take the door?
Some things like are basically there are some
To be
mimics
fair,
in Metroid Fusion.
To be fair, Metroid Fusion's all about mimics.
Yeah, it has a bunch of mimics actually.
That's like the entire game is mimics.
Yeah, you're fighting mimics of Samus.
Yeah, oh yeah.
They're
Well,
actually
no,
Metroids.
you got the fucking parasite in Samus's suit.
Yeah, the
And
X
you got also
the X
yeah,
virus
also-
itself is a mimic. Like the things like the reason you kill things, the X virus pops out. It was the X virus pretending to be the creature it killed.
Yeah,
Right.
and then you absorb the X virus because you're thinking you're hungry for it
Because
you're
you are
part
the strongest
Metroid.
mimic of all.
No, because you're part Metroid at that part. Point
Oh,
is,
that is true. Metroids eat them, right? So
that's why Metroids were created by the Chozo to eat these very deadly parasites. And then a bunch of space
and then it
pirates
turns
showed
out
up
they're
to that.
more deadly parasites.
Well, no, they're fine as long as the space pirates weren't using them as bioweapons.
Whoops.
Like, they just turned
To
out
be
to
fair,
be
the space pirates will use anything as a weapon. Oh, here's this thing made of basically pure radiation. Cool, slap it in our stuff. Pump it into our veins. I don't know. We'll use it.
I mean, also, yeah, the space pirates do dumb shit a lot. That often gets them killed. The Metroid somehow worked out in their favor. Possibly because Mother Brain was there trying to commanding them at that point.
I think that smiling fairy just let us shoot it to death.
Like, I mean, without Mother Brain, they just have like a council of generals and Ridley to go off leadership. And then for a while, Dark Samus.
Look, man,
Because-
that smiling fairy was just having a good time, just smiling away, shot up a ton of drugs earlier, didn't even realize anything was happening. You know exactly why he's smiling.
Let's see,
Okay, I thought within the chest that there was a chest mimic.
Also, I
No,
think
it's
there's
our
like...
persona, the happy clown.
Isn't there like a fucking missile expansion mimic in Metroid Fusion? Like a fake missile expansion that turns out to be an enemy?
Shit,
I
I
don't
don't
recall
remember.
it, but maybe. It's been a while.
Oh, it's a big guy.
As for funnier mimics, the mimic cuties in Kid Icarus Uprising are pretty good. They just sprout like very, very toned legs and just kick the shit out of you. Like, they're a lovely set of getaway sticks, but man, they just own the shit out of you. They are actually incredibly challenging enemies.
Please never call what fucking legs getaway sticks again.
I do what I want.
Looks like we got them all.
I like that, Charlie. I like that that's your limit after the episode where you just talked about your fucking like doctor's appointment for 15 minutes.
Listen, it was doctor in the clinic. I didn't say, oh yeah, and then he touched my grab bag and. No, I
So,
use the
fake-
fucking.
So pseudo words for things is your limit?
I mean, certain pseudo words sound grosser than the regular term.
I don't think
Getaway
so.
sticks is pretty
sounds gross.
inoffensive.
It just sounds like words.
Although I think getaway sticks is an inappropriate term unless you're referring to like an ostrich.
It's just like a 20s term meaning legs. Often used to describe attractive women, but like that's the most it's inappropriate. Like it's not really inappropriate. You know, often said when chomping on a cigar.
That's my favorite film noir opening. She had getaway sticks that went all the way up.
I can see her living on this set of getaway sticks.
That's what the whole drumsticks over your chin thing was a reference to, actually.
The what over your what?
It was a thing in a movie, I forget which, a classic though. I'll say maybe Dancing in the Rain, where like he... Because I know it's also a
that
gag in The
classic
Simpsons.
Dancing in the Rain.
I haven't actually seen that movie.
It's Singing in the Rain.
I also haven't seen that movie.
Yeah, so you don't know, like, the movie, 80s movie Mannequin, but you're all about these classical films from, like, the 50s.
Yes,
I
because
mean,
everyone's
Singing in
heard
the
of
Rain
them.
is a very Singing in the Rain is a very famous
Yeah,
film,
it's a
unlike
really
Mannequin.
famous one.
Yes, that's why...
Mannequin is not a famous one.
I mean, it's right up there.
I will kill everyone. This will be the only recording incriminating me, I swear.
I mean, Mannequin's up there with the classic 80s movies, like Baby's Day Out.
I think Baby's Day Out is more than 22% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Listen, Baby's
Also, I
Day Out
don't
is
know
a
why
hit with
Mannequin
hit
has a
in
rating on
East
Rotten Tomatoes. It came out in 1987.
Listen, it was a hit in Central Asia. And several sequels were produced to it in Asia.
Oh, actually, Baby's Day Out, in fact, has 21% on Rotten Tomatoes. But has a 92% rating among Google users. So, you know, it's got that going for it.
So, who had a better day off?
Also, Baby's Day Out is from 1994.
Okay, even then, more relevant. More in the popular relevance.
Yeah, it's only 23 years old.
Fucking that baby's legal now.
You know, just skipping right over that, but in that vein, that was a film when I first saw Saving Private Ryan and saw that Tony Danza was in it. I wanted to confirm that Tony Danza was in it by looking him up on IMDb, and I saw that there was a cast listing for a movie called Three Men and a Wedding.
Oh. Wait, what?
Which I don't think that movie ever happened.
Wait, are you confusing Baby's Day Out with Three Men and a Baby?
No, well, I'm talking about Tony Danza. Tony Danza. Tony...
Giovanni?
What's his name? Ted Danson, that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay, be fair, those are similar names.
Yeah.
Also, the better joke was...
Three Men and a Bride. It's on IMDb.
Also, I should have said the baby is able to drink now. That's far less weird.
Yeah. Also, Three Men and a Bride is still listed as in development on IMDb. Tom Selleck still thinks Three Men and a Bride is a good idea, though. Although
Wait,
Tom
is it
Selleck
about
also
the grown-up baby?
Although Tom Selleck also thinks that himself, at his current age, starring in a Magnum PI movie is a good idea.
Wait, is the baby in Three Men and a Baby, is that like they're at that baby's wedding?
Yeah.
Okay. My joke was...
Like there was three men and a baby, and 3 men and a little lady came like at the
Wait, there was a
age
sequel
where-
to Three Men and a Baby?
Yeah, three men and a little lady was actually the first one I saw, and then and then 3 men and a baby was the next one. Yeah, 3 Men
So
and a
you're
Little
like
Lady-
me, who saw like the sequel to the direct-to-video sequel to Spirits of Them before the actual Secret of Them.
Yeah, basically.
The ancestral spirits of Nim, of course.
Let's see. Also, 3 Men and a Little Lady came out way sooner than it should have. So in the universe, so 3 Men and a Baby was 1987.
Listen,
3 Men and a Little Lady was
time-
1990.
Listen,
Although,
the hyperbolic timetable was involved. That's been a thing used for baby raising for decades. Look at Fire Emblem.
although I will also point out that in Terminator, which was from what, like 1985, John Connor is going to be born at the end of that film. And then Terminator 2 was 1992, and John Connor's like 14.
Well, to be fair, Terminator 2, I think, also has in like a undescribed part of the future. Like it's vaguely futuristic.
I think it starts. I think it puts the date like in there. Like it's supposed to be the modern. It was supposed to be the modern day at the time.
But like slightly into the future because Skynet's being made, and we can't make Skynet nowadays.
Yeah, but we also didn't have the Terminator arm, which is the important part there. That's how Miles Dyson was making Skynet. Was he had the Terminator's arm from the original film.
Ironoxes.
And that's why they have to go. That's why they have to go and take all of this.
And he used the fucking sports almanac to get like hundreds of melody. And now he's president.
The Sportonomicon, of course.
Damn it.
Wait, did you not know? I'm just making. Have you seen Back to the Future, Max?
No, I've seen Back to the Future. I've seen Back to the
I was
Future
asking
2, yeah.
Max. Matt, I know you did.
No, I have.
All right. 2.
Not 2, actually.
That's the plot of 2. Is fucking Marty McFly goes to the future and gets a sports almanac and accidentally. No, I think it's not. He gets it. And he's planning on like using it, but he doesn't ever. And like old Bill steals it and brings it to his past self.
Yeah, old Biff Tanner steals it and takes it back to himself in the 60s.
Yeah. Because part of that movie happens concurrently with the first movie.
Yeah,
Basically,
and I
that
think
movie is Marty McFly fucking up a bunch of shit.
And that's also how they explain how Doc Brown still has the bulletproof vest in the future, even though he ripped up the letter from Marty.
Well, I think that might have been 3, because 3 might have been that one.
Okay, 3 is the one I haven't seen.
Yeah, 3 is the one where they go to the Old West. And they have to make a new
Strangely, I've
DeLorean
seen that too, but only because it was on TV.
Yeah, that's where the one where the Old West, and that's where, like, Marty has to get over his fucking character flaw of doing anything when being called a coward.
Yeah, we called chicken.
Yeah. Which, because you find out in 2, that's how he ends up breaking his arm and fucking up his guitar career, is getting challenged to, like, a drag race.
Yep.
And then there was, like, a cartoon movie starring, like, Dark Future's kids, and, like, fucking Marty had to babysit them. It's kind of like Mario is missing, in a way. No, wait. It's Mario's time machine. Mario's mission was there's Luigi going on a vacation. I think.
Yeah, just the tour through Italy, where he can sometimes get killed anyway.
Listen.
Gets fucking shanked for his exchange money.
Important question here: is Luigi a virgin?
I think he's extra virgin.
Ah, yes.
I think he's waiting for marriage.
Yeah, these are both valid options. I see Daisy as one who also waits for marriage.
Honestly, I don't. I don't.
I'm gonna have to agree with Charlie here. Actually, Daisy definitely fucks.
Yeah, Daisy fucks. I'm sorry. Peach, I can see that argument. Daisy, no.
Yeah, no, Daisy definitely fucks.
Waluigi's an insult, though. And that's a word for, like, you can't... You could fuck, but you just can't. Because you're Waluigi. I mean, you're not wrong. like, he wants to fuck.
Oh, yeah,
But
you
he
can see
is-
it, especially in Mario Party 8, where he takes out, like, that ridiculous rose. It's great.
Yeah, but he can't be by his nature of being Waluigi.
Both nature's curse and blessing being Waluigi.
like, on a metaphysical level, Waluigi can't fuck.
The most powerful and most cursed of men. What a lovely day to have a blessing, and what a terrible night to have a curse.
Of course, goddammit.
Wario definitely fucks, though.
Yeah.
Like, he can't, well, at least he has the ability. I don't know if he's gotten any yet, or recently.
Maybe
But-
not recently, but that man
But he's,
had to.
unlike Waluigi, it's not like a metaphysical danger to everyone around him if he fucks.
Where he doesn't, like, splinter into god trash. Because you know that his fucking, like, model planes would just fucking collapse when Waluigi would go down from the fucking...
Listen, it's entirely possible that him and Captain Syrup had a couple hookups in the past. Because Captain Syrup also looks like that, seems like a person who fucks.
Yeah.
Like, they seem like frenemies with benefits.
Frenemies with venemies.
Down at Denemies.
Also, man, I kind of miss that we went to the future to get the concept of torch.
Oh yeah, also, it was very important I grabbed
We
those
don't have
boxes
torches
because-
in the past, come on,
No, I
man.
don't think I got any boxes that time. Max, did I get any boxes? Because those are the places where boxes can disappear.
I was too busy
permanently.
laughing about
Is there-
stupid shit.
Yeah, we're too busy discussing video game characters fucking.
Also, in a similar vein, was Orisa added to Overwatch to confirm that Bastion fucks?
Listen, it's nothing can
Look,
confirm
it's already
yet.
been confirmed that Bastion fucks, but not with her. Come on, she has taste. She is too
Yeah.
strong a mom to bend down to her base needs.
I don't know, fucking... Trojbroid does say he knows Bastion's type of machine inside and out. I'm not saying he fucked Bastion, he probably, though, did fuck one of Bastion's type of robot. Before.
I'm gonna go lie down.
Listen, it's he's the one who's been confirmed to fuck. He has like a million children. If any Overwatch fucks, it's him. Not only has he fucked, he has fucked often.
That was one of my favorite things about when the Christmas comic came out, is at first the controversy was, oh, whoa, Tracer's gay, and then the later controversy was, wait, Torbjorn fucks?
Another day at the Olmec History Museum. Every day they ask me, can I fuck the Bastion, buddy?
No, come full circle.
Well, they don't let me fuck the full circle either.
Please, his name is fucking Zatanna.
What an excellent whore.
And he is, and I will maintain, whether or not he dates Genji is up in the air. But Zatanna is above fucking. He is above our fucking earthly pleasures. Our earthly robot pleasures.
Of course it's still happening.
Why did I ever join this LP again?
Listen, it's 2007. Games are horny, Mac. Get with the program.
So there's 2007. The Switch against me. For 10 long years, the thirst has only grown.
Listen, there is at least one. There is at least one character in the new Legend of Zelda that will make you red in the face and kind of embarrassed. It might be the Shark Boy, it might be the very tall Garrido. It might be Falco Lombardi, but in Legend of Zelda.
Doesn't he have like way too many pecs to be Falco?
It might be Falco's dad, because remember, Star Fox's dad showed up in F-Zero as a weird human thing. Yeah, you can play as Fox MacLeod's dad in F-Zero GX.
Nice. Shoot, I'm trying to remember what his... Oh yeah, James MacLeod.
Yeah.
His father had a lot more naming insight than he did.
Crystal's named because she's trapped in a crystal. Why is Slippy called what he is?
Because he fucks.
I mean, yes. At least in certain versions of the canon, yes. According to certain endings of Star Fox for the DS. Yes, Slippy Fox. Jury's still out of Grippy Fox. People don't want it to be true, though.
Wait, who's who?
Got Slippy's Uncle Grippy.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't want to know that either. That's like the Star Wars Holiday Special when you see what Chewbacca's grandfather, I think, in the fucking Hollow stripper simulation.
Please do not bring the fucking Star Wars Holiday Special into my house right now.
No, it happened. I did it.
Fucking, that's how the fucking Wookiees... That's how both Boba Fett got introduced and how the whole Wookiee homeworld got named.
And also, for some reason, only Chewbacca's wife has like a normal name. Like, I think his kid was named Lumpy and his grandfather was named Itchy. Because they decided to give his wife the Chewbacca-like name, and then the other one's a Chewie-like name.
Maybe that's just what fucking Han Solo calls them, because he can't be asked and learn his grandpa and son name. He'll do the decency to learn his wife's name.
Ah yes, Han Solo, who appears in the special for, what, like 5 minutes?
He appears longer than Harrison Ford should have appeared in that movie thing.
He also takes on a single stormtrooper. I also can't remember if that was... I think that was before. I think it was before Mark Hamill was in the car crash. So.
No, it was after, because he's after.
Oh, that's
the car
why he
crash,
wears all the
because he has
makeup?
all that makeup.
I couldn't remember if it was that or because it was like TV.
Like fucking Harrison Ford. Okay, Chewbacca's actor too, but Harrison Ford was like the most together actor of the medal recipients of fucking Star Wars in that production.
Yeah. Also, man, we're getting real close to death. Yeah, eat that crunchy bread. Or that cheese. There we go. Finally used some of Granny's cheese.
That's also the reason why fucking Luke gets mauled by...
That's why he gets mauled by the Wampa, yeah, so they can explain the car crash.
Yeah. Even though I've never noticed, like, the difference between pre and contrast Mark Hamill. Like,
I think they make his wounds look more obvious when he's in the back to chamber.
Which shall it be? Very good.
Oh yeah, power crystal.
Ah, my stand, the Dark Carnival.
You know, by the way, speaking of JoJo's, did you ever notice that the world has a diving like stuff on him?
What now? Say that
Like
again?
he's got oxygen tanks on his back. He's got a diving apparatus going on.
Oh, I didn't notice that, but that's cool.
Yeah, because, you know, let's face it, if he didn't still fit to the original JoJo's naming scheme for stance, he would be Holy Diver.
You're completely correct.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what the world was supposed to be a reference to.
I don't know.
JoJo's Part 3, if you're meaning, like, actual, like, they didn't have
The
reference
original
names.
stands that were in there that were all tarot cards.
There were tarot cards and then Egyptian gods, and then then there was exactly one music stand in Part 1.
I think there was actually two. Because the one that made
You're
like
right. The illusion one was
Yeah.
like Kenny G or something like that. Tenor sax, whatever it was.
Yeah, because
and then there
you
was
got fucking Cream.
Cream from owned by Vanilla Ice, so they were Vanilla Ice Cream. And then there was the Kenny G's one, which I think was tenor sax is what it was called.
Yeah.
Um,
And then it was the world
and
because
yeah, and then Part 4 started the actual trend of just like, let's make all the things music references instead of just character names.
Yeah. Like how Killer Queen has the fucking
The sub ability for what is it? Sheer heart attack.
Sheer heart attack, and then another one bites the dust.
Bites the dust. Hell yes.
And
My
let's
favorite
see,
stand, Worst Company.
Yet fucking Kira looks like David Bowie for some reason. And they don't make any reference to Under Pressure. Because if I had a guy who looked like David Bowie and his stand was a bunch of Queen references, I would somehow... I guess maybe that's what when they use Stray Cat in combination with Killer Queen. You know, the air bubble bombs. You could call that of being under pressure. Worst company. It's legally just.
It's the best. That's just such a clever button.
What was the change on D4C again?
You just
They just call
it
him D4C instead of Dirty Deeds Done
Okay,
Dirty.
I thought the other one was
That was
bad
just a
deeds at a
joke.
reasonable
yeah,
price.
the filthy deeds at a reasonable price. I forgot about that.
Yeah, that was like a joke in one of the combos in like one of the fighting games. They also joke like, "What's D4C stand for?" And then he likes like combos with love, like has a combination stand with Love Train.
Huh. Sure.
I need to finish that part of JoJo's. Just part 7 was not getting me. Didn't hook me.
Yeah, you gotta move on to
Alright,
part 8
that
with
takes care of
fusion
you
people
guys.
and the fucking rock people.
Yeah, with four
and
balls,
four balls
and
at the
memes,
edge of a cliff.
Very much so.
And it's kind of like part 4, but not quite. But people have names the same, but not quite.
Look, okay, Born This Way is a good enough stand that it makes me want to read it.
I mean, that's a good
Also,
stand
JoJo's
name.
having caught up to Lady Gaga just feels a special warmth in
Also,
my
entire
heart.
families who all their stands have King in their name. Which is, still can be... I wonder if all their stands have King in their name, are they going to bring back King Crimson?
Oh god.
And try another shot at explaining how his powers work.
God, in the translation I read, someone put in an extra page that wasn't part of the manga whatsoever, where someone wrote an entire, like, page essay about, like, look, here's how it works.
Oh yeah, because the original translation of King Crimson, like the original manga, wasn't that good. It wasn't noticeably as bad as the original translation of Part 4, but it wasn't good. Like it wasn't. It was no. What a wonderful duong. It feels just like a picnic. Which wraps around to being a classic. If it was just translation and not just also the horrible. It's amazing people got into Part 4 in English with that fucking being the only way they could read it for a while. I guess it attests to the quality of Part 4.
Yeah, Part 4 is real good.
I wonder how they're gonna do the film adaptation, because Part 4 is very much based on like its side
They
stories.
spent their entire budget on Jotaro's hat, I'm certain of it.
To be fair, that is the best you can probably do with Jotaro's
They
hat.
did a really good job with it, just like, I feel like that's their entire budget and the rest is gonna suck now.
I mean, all the casting looks good. Like, all the people look like the people they are.
I just don't trust live adaptations of anime.
But what about fucking Riccio?
That is something special in that it's not good, but it's entertaining. You know what specifies one as being a witch parfait as opposed to like a sorceress parfait?
Well, sorceresses are born with inert magic, witches are learned magic.
Okay, sure, but is it like tiny chicken legs sticking out of it? How's this work?
Well, it was created by a witch.
Ah, okay. Now, how do we tell the difference? Does it like show up in the taste or texture?
Well, I mean, it's like, you know, it's much. Yeah, parfait, yes, you can tell. If you're a connoisseur, you can tell.
Do we ever get like a backstory reason on Monika's witch parfaits?
I don't think so.
Because Max gets a lot of
first
backstory on potato pie.
I mean, first you'd have to ask her which parfait.
Listen, it's part of her being a princess, okay? You get the royal witch to make the royal pop, which is parfait.
Yeah, but Max is from
She
the
just like looks down at
aristocracy
Max and
we
thinks, so where do you get your parfaits from? Where's the magic?
I'll correct you, Matt. He's from the plutocracy.
Just
Where
where are your magic wielders? I demand a dessert. What?
Max is
Magic
Max's
wielders,
dad,
desserts, chop chop.
Max's dad is very recent, like, money. Like, I don't think, like, Max is, like, Max is second generational money.
I don't know, I
He's
think
not-
probably like third generational, because like that butler, right? Like, he's
Well, no,
real
it
old.
could be they bought a butler family.
Yeah, but also like they've been in this city for a while. Like that city had been like that way for a bit. And no one in there like really knew
We
the
don't know
world
how
outside was
old
destroyed.
Max's dad is. Could be in his
Okay,
40s.
if he's like, he'd have to be older than that though for like how much people just didn't know the world outside was fucked.
Well, to be fair, if the world gets
world-
fucked, I think later things we found out, the world get fucked around the time Max was born.
I think also the world got fucked because a
Look.
lot of it was erased
Also,
from history.
time travel was
Look,
involved,
guys,
so who knows the fuck?
guys, at least we can establish one thing. The world definitely fucks.
Look, buddy, they don't even let me fuck the world.
Just another
Yeah,
day
only-
working as a guard in the regular town.
Listen, only Taz can fuck the world. He owns that copyright.
I really thought the video was gonna end there.
It would have been fitting.
No, it's still going for some reason. No, there we go. I decided to save
So
it
we
this
can
point
carefully
instead.
save down all of these very important things. Well, what an excellent capstone.
So
I'm gonna
does
go kill
Jurak
myself
fuck?
now. Goodbye.
Jurek was
fuck.
Jurek. Yeah, Jurek fucks capitalism.
What an end to this
Yeah,